Let me just squanch this. I gotta squanch it out. Hi, welcome back to another episode of The Wolf Among Us.
Okay.
We've just apprehended a crane.
Stupid girls and their preposterous schemes.
What are you saying?
Huh? He's about to get kidnapped or assassinated or something. Obviously. Alright. Go up the stairs. What is he gonna do? Have you ever thought about running? Did you know that that's the thing that you could do? There's running. Should the sheriff have a gun? Oh great, Tweedledee, Tweedledum. And...
Hi. What you got there?
Why ain't got no gun? Who's she?
Look, it's recently come under our attention that you're, how shall I put this, attempting to claim what is the personal property of the Crooked Man. He's about yay high, 120 odd pounds, pissed his sheets until he was 14. Sound familiar?
I haven't told them anything.
Not now. Shh. The grown-ups are talking.
Who are you?
Who are you?
No. That's not how this works. How this works is you are going to walk Crane over here. Like a good doggy.
It wasn't my fault.
Shut up.
Ah,
You're
Snow's the
interfering
best.
with official Fabletown business. Step aside.
Tweedledee. What's the, you know, that thing the Mundies call me?
What?
My nickname. You know what I'm talking about.
Heisenberg.
Bloody
Mary, that's it. Thank you. And do you know why they call me that? Because some of
Because you
them
got your period
think
when
it's
you're
funny
really
to
early?
have their little sleepovers and go into their little bathrooms and say my name 5 times in the mirror. They find it less funny when I actually show up and feed their lungs to the family dog. And I do that for a hobby. Like golf, to relax. This is my job. I like my job. So think about what I'm gonna do to you, your girl, and the rest of your friends if you don't hand over the sock puppet now.
You can fuck off if you think you're getting him.
I told you he'd never just give him up.
Fuck it.
Bigby?
All right. You think some bullets are gonna stop the big bad wolf? You think that's gonna work? Should have brought a little bit more. Firepower. Maybe a nuclear bomb. That's right, I don't even have a shirt anymore. Where'd it go? Who knows? Keep him on the ground while you approach. Alright. Here we go. finally do what I want to do. That was a mistake. And you want him? There it is. It's yours. I don't think so. Oh, I thought I was gonna bend the gun. That would be cool. There was no hesitation there. Cool, right? Silver bullet. So predictable.
It was a good show, but, you know, it just didn't know when to end. You know, you didn't think silver bullets would work on anything but a pure werewolf. But as it turns out, it's just not the case. Right, Wolfie? I mean, hey, look, I know it sounds ridiculous, but really, guys, can you argue with these results? Because I know I can't.
Wait! Stop! Just take him, okay? Take Crane. Just stop, please.
Yeah, I don't know.
Snow, stay out of this.
It's your lucky day, kid. Crooked Man says it's okay with him. Hello, Ichabod. Got a stomachache? Oh, and just between us girls, Crane ain't no killer. I mean, look at his face. Couldn't stick a pig if his life depended.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Nope, not like your boyfriend. Well, this is gonna be a beautiful relationship we have with you guys. Really, I mean it. I'm jazzed about it. Out with the old, in with the new. Long live the Queen. I'm sure we'll be in touch. See you around.
Ah, my bone. Why did he have? Why'd you have to hit my bone? Next time on the Wolf. Ah, we're already at the end of the chapter.
He's lucky to be alive, and he won't be next time if he keeps going like this.
This is getting worse by the minute. We don't have time to sit around and wait for their next move.
I'll get things under control. Woody, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Back off, dog. This doesn't concern you.
What you want to talk about?
I just wanted to, about last night.
When people hear what you did to Dom, they're going to think you've gone back to your old ways.
Don't hold out on me, Jack. You've always got some angle.
Not this time. I know when a mark's not worth the trouble. Do you?
Don't make me come down there to deal with you. I don't want it. You don't want it. Then again, you don't have much choice at this point, do you?
All right, chapter 3 is done. Did you interrupt Snow's eulogy? 20% of them did. Okay, come on. Tell me I got the least ones. Let's see. Most... Oh, yeah, that's pretty balanced, I guess. Yeah, it's 3 options, so... 40 to the Trip Trap, 40 to Dr. Crane, and 19 to there. So that was the least popular option. I guess, okay, did you make a deal with Jack? You and 70% of players decided to make a deal with Jack? Yeah, I figured at that point, if I tried to attack him, I was so weak from what happened at the funeral that, let's see, you make a deal with 70% of players decided to make a deal. Yeah, I thought that I would get, he would get away if I tried to violence him into it. Did you offer Flycatcher a job? Yes, that was so mean. He was so pathetic. And I did not offer him a job, yeah. Alright, did you burn Greenleaf's tree? 20%, awesome. Did you kill Tweedledum? Yeah, of course, well, 44% decided to kill him. Of course. I mean, why wouldn't you? Now we just gotta deal with Tweedledee. I don't remember which one was which. Did I have Dumber D in the basement? I have no idea. Alright, so, I mean, we already did the whole... At the end of the last episode, I already did a kind of wrap up of my my Snow White theory that I had. So there's not much to say here right now while the credits roll. Let's see. Bloody Mary is obviously the villain, and yes, of course she had the the damn silver bullet in her gun. I was like, I'm going to be able to attack the Tweedledee and Tweedledum, but the Tweedles, but she's definitely going to win whatever happens there at that point. Once I get to her. I mean, like, she's confident for a reason. Yeah, so the Crooked Man, we're going to move into that. I don't know the name of the next episode. We're going to check that as soon as the credits finish rolling. Let's see. What else? I'm in a heel. Snow's going to take care of me. Yeah, the Snow White might be involved in it somehow. That's where I'm leaning to right now. Because with a mystery story, you want to put whoever did it near the beginning of the story, right? When you introduce all the characters, so that like the seeds are all there planted. But the fact is that all the seeds that were planted before all the characters, we only had a few characters in the front. Snow White, Colin, Beauty and the Beast, and what was the other one? The Woodsman, and obviously Donkey Skin. So those were the kinds of ones that were headed up at the beginning as possibly being involved with it, or they were the characters at the beginning. So as a story writer, what you would want to do is have the characters that did it at the front end of the story, so that if people want to reread it, they'd have all the stuff left over. Anyway, I want to check the name of the episode first. It is In Sheep's Clothing. Okay. And extras. Let's read a couple of these stories. A bit of water before I start reading a bunch. All right. The Tweedles hired goons. The Tweedle brothers, Dum and Dee, are thugs for hire. They appear human, allowing them to carry out their contracts in the Mundy world without drawing suspicion. They are inseparable as they are ruthless. Okay, well, I separated them. Holly, the Trip Trap owner. Holly is a no-nonsense kind of troll, and the owner of the Trip Trap bar. She's glamored to appear human, but her patrons know better. Holly takes good care of her regulars, often the downtrodden fables with little to spare, but she has no patience for the Fabletown government that has done nothing to locate her missing sister. Grendel, Drifter. Grendel just wants to be left alone. In the old days, he terrorized Norse mead halls, but lately he can be found occupying a stool in various quiet, dumpy bars around New York. He hates the noise of the city, but he must work there to afford his glamour. Despite his gruff bearing, he's fiercely loyal to those who've learned to offer him the space and silence he desires. talking to him is like watching the time bomb tick down. It's only a matter of time. Bluebeard, wealthiest scoundrel. You can tell he's wealthy because of the waistcoat. Bluebeard managed to escape the homelands with his riches intact and continues to be one of the wealthiest fables in New York. The Fabletown government depends on his generous contributions. Oh, so that's why we put up with him. And he often uses this influence for his own benefit. As a former serial killer, he claims his days of decapitating his brides are over, but even if he was able to leave behind his violent ways in the homelands, that hasn't stopped him from making the occasional trip down Crooked Lane. Bigby's vengeance. Long ago in the homelands, the North Wind fell in love with a blazing white she-wolf. Taking canine form, he courted her and stayed by her side for 2 seasons. However, the wind by nature must change direction around, and North's temperament carried him back to his wintry castle. The she-wolf was heartbroken, and soon after her lover fled, she gave birth to a litter of cubs, including one that would become the big bad wolf of legend. Watching his mother die of sadness and unrequited love, young Bigby's wolf swore vengeance against the capricious North Wind. 7 times the beast journeyed to the great castle, but was no match for the elemental might of his father. Having failed to taste vengeance, he swore to think no more of his dead mother or loathsome father. Buried hatred, however, is seldom forgotten. Bluebeard's mercy. After a long line of marriages resulting in mysterious disappearances, Bluebeard's last wife in the homeland was naturally suspicious of him. One day he departed on business, leaving her alone in his estate. He gave her free rein of all the rooms, but made her promise not to open the closet on the ground floor. She defied him, of course, and discovered the location of his missing wives. Bluebeard returned. When Bluebeard returned, he knew he must kill her before she revealed his murderous secret. The ease in this text are so weird. She persuaded him to allow her a moment to pray, which he reluctantly granted. This small mercy gave her brothers time to arrive and rescue her, and Bluebeard's crimes were exposed. The 13th floor. The 13th floor of the Woodland Building is home to a group of witches and wizards tasked with the protection of Fabletown. They use their powers to keep the community hidden from prying Mundy eyes. But all magic has its limits, and every spell has its cost. The Witching Well. The Witching Well is located in a chamber inside the Woodland Building, where it is used to dispose of things meant never to be seen again. Dead fables are committed to its depths, as are most unredeemable criminals. The most unredeemable criminals. No one is entirely sure what lies at the bottom of the well, nor indeed if it has a bottom at all, but it's widely assumed to be the passageway to the final resting place. You know, honestly, I probably should have been reading these as we were going along. Alright, Jack Harner. Jack is always up to something, but he's not nearly as smart as he thinks he is. His plans to get rich quick often backfire, but his confidence never wavers. He thinks he's the most important person in Fabletown, but everyone knows him as a mostly harmless smartass. Alright. Just move my microphone back a bit. Lily and her sister Holly grew up in the homelands together, but had to falling out shortly after moving to the mundane world. Aimless and increasingly destitute, Lily turned to prostitution, and now she's the second victim in an ongoing murder investigation. Trollcross. Trollcross. A Trollcross is an amulet made of iron that was foolishly thought to protect the wearer from trolls. Lily acquired hers while wandering through the wilderness searching for something to eat. She came across a human, but before she could devour him, he held back the Trollcross and shouted, "Back! Back, you troll!" After enjoying her tasty snack, Lily plucked the cross from the dead man's hands. After the Exodus, she wore the Trollcross constantly as a reminder of better days. Okay, well, I feel a little bit better about her being murdered now. She's a murderer. She's like, remember that time I murdered that innocent forest walker? Alright, Georgie Porgy, the pimp. Georgie runs the Pudding and Pie, a strip club that also caters to the unmentionable desires of Fabletown citizens. He has tried just about everything there. There is to try in person. What? He has tried just about everything there. is to try in pursuit of worldly pleasures, but none of it satisfies him for long. He does seem to enjoy pushing people's buttons. He takes pride in his nightclub and doesn't react well to anyone meddling in his affairs. Clever Hans. Bouncer, janitor, handyman. Clever Hans always does exactly what he is told. However, he often misunderstands the instructions and ends up hurting himself or behaving oddly. As in the case of his noted fable, where he threw sheep's eyes at his wife. Unsurprisingly, she left him. And now Hans works as a bouncer at Georgie's club. He hopes to dance on stage one day. Ooh. Hopefully one day. But for now, he's content sweeping up and making sure the crowd doesn't get out of hand. Nerissa, the Little Mermaid. Nerissa's story never had a happy ending. She's known as Little Mermaid, the young girl who gave up her tail for a pair of legs in hopes of winning the heart of a handsome prince. When he married a princess instead, Nerissa was left heartbroken. Oh, she made the journey to the mundane world hoping for a better life. Now she dances at the pudding and pie, but each step she takes feels like walking on shards of glass. She has very little left, but finds some comfort in the company of her fellow dancers. Vivian, George's girl. Much of Vivian's past is unknown, since she prefers not to talk about her life back in the homelands. She wanted to start fresh in Fabletown, but she finds herself working for Georgie at the Pudding and Pie. It's not a terrible life. Georgie took a liking to Vivian, so he doesn't make her take jobs at the Open Arms. Instead, she plays hostess and helps Georgie ensure complete customer satisfaction. Dr. Swinehart. How much do I have left of this? We're getting there. Dr. Swinehart is the resident Fabletown physician, so skilled in the art of instrumental surgery that he can safely operate on himself. He served as an army medic for many years, sometimes using his talents to impress the locals. He currently runs the special research section of the Knights of Malta Hospital, so named to discourage people for investigating what is actually a reserved, fables-focused health facility. The Knights of Malta. Knights of Malta still exist, I think. I was reading about them a couple months ago. An ancient order based on Malta, but then moved to France and then just became a general secret society? I can't really remember. What is that watch? Alright, Flycatcher, the Frog Prince. A former prince turned to a frog by a witch. Oh! You're the prince that was turned to a frog, and now you wear a frog hat. Oh, that's so cute. Alright, the friendly, genial Flycatcher now carries his nickname as an untitled reference to his propensity for catching and eating flies. His wife and their children were brutally murdered back in the homelands, a fact he attempts to deny himself by committing to a series of endless tasks and janitorial duties. Alright, oops, I didn't mean to go that far. Okay. Well, I think we've read long enough for now. I'm gonna try and catch up in a bit. Oh, yeah, okay, so there's only just 6 left, actually, that we gotta read. So we'll come back and read the 6 left in, after we start. We're gonna start episode 4 now, and we're gonna play one scene.
If you can't afford to look human, you're going to the farm. It's as simple as that.
Do you have any idea how much it costs to have an entire family in glamour?
No, I do
Can't
not.
finish the mirror. It's missing a piece.
Oh, yeah.
Must have taken a shard with him.
Okay, so
Open arms.
I thought Buffkin might have taken a shard.
If you had just waited for me to explain before telling Beast.
Bigby, how could you do this to me?
I guess I finally see you for who you are! Tell me who did it! Just tell me who did it! I know you know!
Yeah, we all know this.
What? Look at him. Do you really think
Squeaky
this
chair.
man murdered these women?
And you're dead.
It was a good show. But, you know.
Just take him, okay? Take Crane.
I don't even want him.
This is a beautiful relationship we have with you guys. Really, I mean it. Out with the old, in with the new. Long live the queen.
See, now Snow White is. It's gonna be a beautiful relationship we have with you. And long live the queen, because Snow White is working with the Underground to take over. Right? Right? Damn, that's loud. Oh my god.
See you around.
Hollow point bullets are a nasty business. The Silver Slug deformed and shredded on impact.
Ooh, Silver Hollow Point. Yeah,
He'll be
okay,
okay,
that would be
though.
real bad.
He'll be okay?
His internal organs are positively riddled. If I don't extract every single scrap of silver, he's liable to suffer some long-term toxicosis. Easy there. Try not to move.
Bigby.
We can't keep meeting this way, old boy. I figured I'd be done before you were conscious. But there's little I can do for the pain. Just stay still and let me finish.
My arm?
Yes, very ugly. But not life-threatening. I can't say the same for these bullets peppered throughout your vital organs.
Please, Bigby, don't move it.
The
Doctor.
smell.
Look, I'm a bit
Imagine the
engaged
smell.
saving his life at the moment. But if the fractured extremity concerns him that much, he can set it himself.
Alright, no problem. And let me just squanch this. And squanch. Yeah. Alright, hang on, let me just move my broken arm a bit here. Let me just squanch. Let me just squanch this. I gotta squanch it up. There we go. Get the bone back under the flesh, please. Skeletons aren't supposed to see the light of day. Or night, or whatever. Alright, back in place. That'll heal itself all up. Nice.
Not bad.
Just
That'll
a
do, I
fracture.
suppose. He's lucky to be alive. And he won't be next time if he keeps going like this. He didn't listen to me before. Maybe he'll listen to you.
I'll get a
I don't know
bulletproof
about
vest.
that.
Well, he should. There are limits to what even I can do.
This is the job.
Quiet. Just relax. Excuse me, Miss White, but perhaps it'd be better if you gave me a few minutes to finish with him.
I think I should stay, at least until he's out of the woods.
Believe me,
Yeah.
Bigby couldn't be in better hands. And I need the space to work, so if you wouldn't mind.
I'll
Don't
be
worry,
alright.
Snow. I'll be okay.
We'll be done in a moment. Just please, give us the time.
Alright, what's the bad news? Why do you want to get rid of her?
Hey, Doc, how much longer?
Colin, leave him be.
It's finished when it's finished.
'Cause I once watched a vet sew a turtle together in 10 minutes flat.
Colin, you're not even supposed to be here right now.
Oh, really? Where am I supposed to be? I'm here to take care of my friend.
With what? Your hooves?
Hey, listen,
Please,
lady.
keep it down back there. Thank you.
Colin, shut the hell up, will you?
Yeah, shut up, you
Yes,
ungulate.
that would be helpful.
Nobody gave him anything to drink, right?
There. All done.
Great.
This isn't a habit you should keep to. Having visits with me. And, well, this time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue. Miss White, he'll be fine for light duty, if he can figure out what that means.
He knows what it means. It's just been an unusual couple of days.
I know, but please, don't give him the excuse. His body will eventually give out. Take care of him, please.
I will. He'll need rest, I assume?
Sleep mostly. Just keep watch. And make sure he doesn't get into further altercations.
I don't need a babysitter. I can look after
Oh,
myself.
my favorite chair.
Clearly.
It's all bloody.
Anyways, guard against, as they say. Miss White? Sheriff? Colin.
Swiney.
Swine and the swine. Name a better duo. Let me get some bourbon, which I keep in the fridge for some reason.
How do
Or it's
you
absinthe or something, I don't know.
feel?
It's Bigby, Snow. He'll be okay. Hell, I seen him take worse.
Lying is
Not
meaner.
much worse.
Not as good as can be expected, I think.
I guess I'm
So,
lying.
not well then.
It's 3 in the morning, eh?
You had us
My clock's
You had
broken,
us
isn't it?
worried there for a while.
My clock's broken.
You stopped breathing, you know, when you passed out or died, I guess. It kind of scared the hell out of me. I've never
say
seen
hell.
you like that.
It's not becoming of
And
a lady.
when Swinehart arrived, you know him, he's never worried. And even he thought you were... I don't know.
Yeah, you were really fucked up, man. You look like when you take an action figure and bend its limbs the wrong way.
Colin...
I'm just saying, I was worried about him is all. The guy hasn't had a night's rest in days.
We'll all get some rest when this whole thing is done.
What whole thing? What's even happening out there? I mean, do you guys have like a plan or something? And who should I be asking?
All right, so if there was an awkward... I mean, obviously there was an awkward cut. Just I haven't cleaned out my my hard disk space in a bit, so my E drive was full, so it just was like, it just stopped recording the video. So that's what happened. So there was an awkward cut there where I probably lost a few seconds of something. So I just deleted some old videos because I haven't been clearing up the space recently. So that's why there's a weird cut. Anyway, resume.
Should I be worried about the Crooked Man taking over? Or is Crane still the thing?
This is a
Crooked Man,
bigger thing.
Bloody Mary, the Tweedles. This is bigger than what I thought it was.
A Tweedle now.
Yeah. The Crooked Man came out of the shadows for a reason. For him to attack us so blatantly like that. He either feels invincible or desperate.
Well, if those are my two options, I don't think I'd pick desperate.
What do you mean?
You traded Crane to save Bigby. I'm just saying, that's not exactly something you do when you're playing with house money.
So he called my bluff. It's not like I'm gonna let Bloody Mary just murder. It was a split-second decision, and I don't care how it looked. I'd make it again and twice on Sunday.
All right, I'm not faulting you.
Yeah, about that. Giving up Crane to save my skin really made us look weak.
That made us look weak? Oh, but not Mary shooting you and holding an axe to your big head.
Look, I'm not saying it was a good day. Just that we could have done without all the bargaining at the end. The Crooked Man's gonna think...
I don't care what he thinks. It was the only option. All I care about right now is... just what does the Crooked Man want out of this? I thought he was just a loan shark, but clearly he's operating in other circles. It can't just be about Crane, right? Getting him out of town? Is this all about the murders? Crane can't be useful to him anymore. So what could this have to do with Faith and Lily? How long has this stuff been going on?
I'm gonna make it about me.
I couldn't really give a shit what they want out of this. They just made the wrong fucking enemy.
Remember what Swinehart said, okay?
I've already forgotten.
The Crooked Man declared war against us last night. At least that's what I thought when it happened.
Is this
But
another
now
day?
I see this war has been going on for years. We just haven't noticed it because our way of doing things is broken. We need to do things the right way.
What does that mean?
I think that
the
clock's
right
just a
way?
painting.
What do you think I mean?
I don't know, but it suspiciously sounds like your way. Bigby's the one on the front lines. You can't give him a leash. He doesn't work that way.
A little restraint and thought behind things will never hurt anyone, Colin.
I can only do things the way I do them.
And where has that left us so far?
Excuse me, but it's left us with a name. Maybe the name, the Crooked Man.
That's not good enough. So, starting now, we do everything cut and dried. By the book. Straight as an arrow.
Pure as driven snow.
I'm not saying I'm the arbiter of...
Sure you're not.
This town has enough monsters.
No.
What happened last night, what you turned into, it can't happen again.
It'll
We
happen
need
again,
monsters.
and again,
To fight monsters.
and again.
Colin, if I really believed that we needed him to lose his flippin' mind at a moment's notice, then that would mean I'd lost all faith in our ability to help this town. Just let that side of you be done, okay? Be done and buried, and we can all move on.
I'm sure from your vantage point, it's extraordinarily easy to judge me.
Bigby.
But you sit behind a desk all day. And only tonight did you see what it's like to be pushed into a corner all the time just for doing your job.
You think I don't know what it's like to have my life in danger? To not be pushed to do things? I know what it's like. And I know what it's like to lie to yourself, to justify what you've done. So don't talk to me like I'm other people. Look,
So you
Bigby,
admit it.
I care about
You're the
how this is
murderer.
done just as much as I care about it getting done.
So for that, you want to give him a handicap? Like the bad guys will worry if shit gets sloppy. Everybody wants Bigby to smile and shave and take a shower now and then. Hell, I'm practically the president of the Bigby Don't Be Such a Dick Club. But this is the wrong fucking time to put
My organ's
shackles on.
sloppy.
Hold on. Who says I'm sloppy? I always do what I do for a reason.
And it's all turned out how you planned.
He'll get the job done. Just let him do it.
I'm going to...
Colin.
I'm going to let you do it, okay? It's just that... Now that I'm deputy mayor, I need your respect.
Who elected
And
you?
this situation
You're a secretary.
has to end.
What situation?
All unglamored fables starting today have to go and stay at the
Oh,
farm.
give me a fucking
always
break. Are you gonna let her talk to me like that?
It's been the rule for a reason, Colin. And Bigby knows it's for the best of the town. It keeps everybody out of
Of course I'm
trouble.
enforcing that.
And what if a Mundy does see me, huh? I'm a pig, not a mouse with a hat and a cane. They know what a pig is. It's not the end of the world. Thanks for the support.
He defends me completely, and
Wolf's
I just like...
residence.
That's rude.
Oh, Buffkin, what is it? Okay,
Oh yeah,
I'll let him know.
Buffkin. I think he might have taken
Thanks.
a piece of the mirror or something.
Guess who's waiting in your office right now?
Bluebeard?
Narissa.
Oh.
Narissa?
That broad from the puddin' and pie?
Yes. Apparently, she told Buffkin that she has something she needs to talk to you about. But that she'll only tell you. And what do you think that could be?
Bigby's got an admirer. You always do well with the, disenfranchised. Something about your prickly demeanor attracts him like a moth to a flame.
She knows something. She's helped me a little with the case. Maybe she has something else.
Maybe she does. I should get back to the business office. I've left Buffkin alone for too long taking calls. And I should
Buffkin.
probably change out of these clothes. Consider the discussion tabled, but not over. Let me know when you're done with Narissa.
Aye, aye, Captain. She's a piece of work.
Tell me about
Hey,
it.
you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you? I mean, she seemed real serious about it, but I can still hang out here, right?
The rules are the rules. I don't get to make them, I just enforce them.
Bullshit. You give favors all the time. I know you do.
What do you have to offer?
Well, I think I ran out.
Ah, it's the shoe with the old... There was an old lady who lived in a shoe. The Beowulf. Hello, I am Beowulf. And we're gonna actually end the episode now. And I'll see you in the next episode of The Wolf Among Us. This one ran somewhere near 40 minutes, I think. That's pretty normal. Last one I was a little bit less. I'm trying to record a little bit more right now because I have not been recording because reasons. So I'm hoping to get back to a proper schedule where I actually have videos up during the week instead of just like 2. So hopefully I'll be able to get more videos out. I never watched this. I mostly just, I don't know why. I have never really taken. I think maybe in the first episode I took in the.
Hi,
thing.
Sheriff.
Did that save or what?
Hi, Narissa.
Save, right? I didn't see a save point. So tell me it's saved, please.
Have a seat.
Actually, wait. I'm gonna record another episode. What am I even talking about? All right, I'm gonna record another episode. So hang on. Let's end this episode, and I'll see you in the next episode of The Wolf Among Us. I'm Dexter. You know the drill. Bye.